Welcome into Sports Idiot Nation. Today is Monday, July 14th, and Cooper Flagg was really, really bad. Then he was really, really good, and now he's really, really done. Also in golf, we had a fake fight and a real fight. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, we introduce a voice to you that you may recognize.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. By idiots, for idiots.
Guess what? The MLB swung and miss again. If you're going to just put randos in the All-Star game, let's have more Rockies and less rookies.
This is Sports Idiot Nation.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. By idiots, for idiots. Welcome, sinners. This is Sports Idiot Nation.
All right, welcome into a triple digit, and not just Aroldis Chapman or Paul Skeens or any of those bums. We're talking about 100, 100 episodes. They said that it wouldn't be done. They said all kinds of stuff that we wouldn't make it past episode 17. And here we are. And 17. We are. I just made something 17. Up. It sounded fantastic.
Who the hell is they?
Who the hell is I thought 7 myself, but hey,
people 17? Were asking.
People were asking. Shout out.
People were asking. Yes, shout out. So we had to bring on, of course, the voice of Sports Idiot Nation. That's my Jay Harper. Welcome in, Jay. Say something.
Say something. Yeah, okay, here I am, the voice of, okay. But it took you 100 episodes to get me here? Hey, man, no, real seriously, guys.
Look, blame T.I.
Thank you so much.
Hey, man, it took me like 100 texts, so hey, we're even. We're even.
No, man, seriously, it's great, buddy. I appreciate being here. No matter whether it's, 100 or hopefully there'll be like 500 at some point. And, can have me
and
on.
You'll be on two more. You'll be on two more of those.
We will.
Math says.
We will have you on between episode 100 and 500. I can promise you that.
Right, fair enough.
Right. Promise you that.
Stay tuned. Also, we have a couple huge announcements and things to go over. We will get into that. But first, I want to talk Cooper Flagg because we were all talking before the show. He's the only Duke player that we don't wish harm upon.
Well, I mean, I don't know about wish harm, but, I'm rooting for him to succeed. I'm rooting for him to succeed. I don't know about wish harm upon him or his family, but I do want him to succeed. Because, he's kind of like the great white hype in a way, It's like...
he's just
1 year
literally,
bounce,
he's literally a kid. What? Doesn't turn till 18 or 19 or whatever till December. I mean,
he just went to prom.
He's 18 now.
Yeah,
bro just went to prom and then just dropped 31. So hey,
did a little bump and grind out there with San Antonio.
That's right.
Well, not before he screwed the pooch, though. Let's be honest. Let's talk about his first game first. And he had a key block. We'll give him that. He's not a bum on defense. He's not a liability. He can actually play some defense. But shooting the ball that day did not go his way. Admittedly, he was nervous. He is, like you said, a teenager. But I really didn't expect him to shoot 5 for 900. I really didn't. But, is what it is. But, Jay, did you see the highlights from the first and then his second run?
No, well, not in their entirety, no. But, you gotta, all eyes are on this kid. There have been older rookies that have not fared as well. So, cut the kid some slack. I mean, he'll be fine. Talented young man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Miles, so you saw most of it?
I mean, look where I am. Obviously, this is now appointment viewing for me. And since I cut the cord on cable, the fact that the Summer League is on Hulu, I watch every single second that I could of Cooper Flagg because that's all anyone wants to talk about around here outside of the flood going on in Central Texas. He obviously was trying to play hero ball. The whole thing about him being nervous, it was no different against San Antonio, against Dylan Harper, who had the quietest 16 points you can imagine in a game that didn't matter anyways. and San Antonio ended up winning. But he was playing 1-on-5. He's obviously not going to do that. He just wanted to get out there in Vegas and see what he could do against guys that are essentially his level, being the other rookies that were in his class, and then other second, third year players that are G League at best in Europe. Otherwise, he was just trying to feel things out. It's no big deal. His 31 points and a loss on, I think, 6 boards and 4 assists. And then his first game where, he had 28 minutes, I believe, and didn't even score 10 points. Nothing, like Jay said. It's a nothing burger because he's just trying to feel things out. Again, it doesn't matter. He balled out second quarter on. Again, I watched every single second of both games. Once he got into his rhythm, really got settled in, more or less, he was knocking down shots. He was making the looks that he normally would at Duke and in high school up in Maine. That oop he caught and threw down, man, you could see that chemistry just within that same game against San Antonio. It was really clicking. Dylan Harper, no relation to Jay, I don't believe.
No,
he just was there in San Antonio. Everyone else.
Well, I was going to be stupid here and say, even though his mother's name is the same as my mother's name, but still no relation.
Random fact. Wait, what?
Random
is that Martha?
That's like
Maria.
That's
my mother's name.
That's like a Superman
Maria.
Batman.
So, okay,
it's a Superman Batman.
Oh, we'll get into that.
Yeah, Martha.
That's perfect.
I like it.
Yeah, but these guys are both going to have success. It's quite obvious considering with the other Harper, it felt like he did nothing all game, and then you looked at the stat sheet. Man, the kid dropped 16. It didn't even feel like he was on the court. Cooper Flagg obviously was the star of the game. Despite the loss, they scored a magical 69. He scored 31 of them. The kid's good. It's plain and simple. Once he gets out there with AD and Russell to start the season later on, Kyrie, and then Clay, Megan the Horse's new squeeze, the kid's going to be all right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he filled even though that first game he filled every stat category. He still pumped in like 27, 28 fantasy points. So it's like he's not going to be a one-trick pony, and we know that. So we're just going to see that flourish. We're going to see that grow. More confidence, like you said. He's just throwing the ball up, hoping it goes in at this point. And game 2, he dumped on 31 on their heads and reminded them, "Oh yeah, I'm the number 1 draft pick for a reason, bitches." So yeah.
And now he's done.
I heard him say it.
So I'm all in his corner.
Bitches.
I'm all in his corner. He's not out there tripping folks like Grayson Allen. He's not out there Eric Montrossing it up. He's I like. Wait, no, Montross was North Carolina, wasn't he?
North Carolina, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Cherokee.
He was
From
an
Indiana.
SJJ in it.
Excuse me, Cherokee Parks. But yeah, anyway,
Cherokee Parks.
Outside of Christian Laettner, he's the only other I think Duke player. I think it's like I may give him the pass. He probably gets the invite to the barbecue as long as he doesn't bring raisins in the potato salad. So. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
but
Summer League, it's one of the only things going on. We will, once we hit it big, the 4 of us do need to take a trip to Vegas, throw some dice a little bit, make
Jay,
it to a Summer League game.
Jay's got that bankroll on us. Jay got the bankroll, right? All on Jay.
Yeah. As long as it's no big.
Yeah, you guys
that roll is a little quarters, but
Yeah. Penny slots all night, boys. Penny slots all night.
So, all right, another sinner to talk about is this guy really did us a favor. Miles is coming out of his shoes to talk about this guy. Go ahead, Miles. I'll just give
my
it to
lightsaber going. I don't know how to do a forehand or backhand. It's Yannick, sinner, who is one of the many godfathers. He's not the Jay Harper godfather of the Sinverse, but he is a sinner by last name. So the young man, number 1 player in the world on the tennis court, I guess I want to say the green court, but that sounded weird. Finally wins Wimbledon.
Clay court.
He's
clay court?
What, 23? Clay? No, well, it's kind of turf, grass, whatever. And Wimbledon up in the UK gets his Wimbledon trophy yesterday. He did it. If you didn't hear, his post-game speech. Don't look it up, but I promise you, he said, I did it for the Cineverse. He did it for Sports Idiot Nation. All you sinners, the sinner,
but don't look it up.
Sinner wins his first Wimbledon. Yeah, no, just take my word for it. Just take the word for it. He wins at Wimbledon, all for the 100th episode of Sin.
It's great for the algorithm, right? Sinner. People are typing sinner. It's awesome.
Yeah,
it's like the movie. Sin, this sin.
Can't wait to see how many like tens of 12s of new followers we get tomorrow because with
the tens and 12s of followers.
So, all right, Jay. Before Jay just freaking leaves the show, like, what is this? Let's talk about him.
You idiots.
So, yeah, tell us about Game Time Sports Network. Tell us about the 97 things that you are doing. Keep in mind it's about an hour show, so I don't know.
No, guys. Again, it's it's cool to be involved with Sports Idiot Nation, and as kind of helping you guys with some voice stuff and all. And it's, as you say, Adam, it's one of about actually it's 98 things that that I'm involved in.
That's
but
right. 99 if you count OnlyFans, right, Jay? 99.
Yeah.
So.
99 problems.
Yeah.
Well,
99 problems, but OnlyFans ain't one.
Yeah. Well, there's another camera down below. I'm not wearing any pants, so.
That makes four of us. That makes four of us. So.
Well, I know it's just us guys here, but
yeah.
But no, man. Game Time Sports Network. I've had a lot of fun with that. It's been around a couple of years, and I started in radio many years ago, and I don't want to sound like that old, the old fart that, it all started at, Ted Baxter. It all started at a 1,000-watt daytime radio station in Port Sulphur, Louisiana, But that is where it started, in high school, and been doing all kinds of different radio over the years in various markets, including Nashville. I'm on the air at a couple of stations in Nashville, but sports has always been, well, if I could go back in time, I would have dedicated my broadcasting career to sports play-by-play at a very young age, and just, pursued that as opposed to a lot of the music radio and stuff that I've done over the years. But so in my 60s, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna start my own live stream play-by-play company, even though I had been doing live stream play-by-play for other people for a number of years. And then finally, I just saw an opportunity. It's like, why am I doing this for other people for $100? I mean, hell, let me investigate and start my own stuff. And I have been just extremely excited to do the play-by-play with live stream. And just my approach has been provide better production value than what has been out there for that lower tier level of whether it be tournaments for baseball, basketball, softball. These sports and these tournament directors, they want to get their games out there, but they don't have big budgets for stuff, but they do have a budget. So by reaching out to different types of organizations and showing them what we can do with up to 4 cameras and graphics, and I've got other team members now. It's not just me. Because we have found our niche, junior colleges. We have
underserved.
We picked up the contracts for JUCOs all over the state of Tennessee. Southwest Tennessee College in Memphis, Cleveland State. We just picked up in this past week. Motlow State we have, Pellissippi State we have. And we've done every tournament that the conference has had in the last year and a half. We just a couple of months ago finished up the baseball, softball tournament for the conference. This is the TCCAA, the Tennessee Community College Athletic Association. In any event, they have been, they've been thrilled with what we've been able to do with the live streams.
Oh, yeah.
And here in the last, we're in the process of finalizing our Fire TV app, Google TV app. We're also the Android and iPhone, the iPhone app. All of that is in play. And we've had a Roku app for quite some time. So, just expanding.
Love it.
Expanding the coverage and improving the production value. Hell, we ain't ESPN. We're not trying to be. But we are, upgrading equipment and just giving, particularly these junior colleges, just giving them an experience that so far they're thrilled with. Up to this point, they've been setting a camera up and no graphics, no play-by-play, no nothing other than sticking it on YouTube. And and we're able to do it at a fairly reasonable rate, but it's, still making money for us. So, so that's been what my passion has been here for the last couple of years is Game Time Sports Network and building upon that. And again, in just a short amount of time, we have racked up every tournament in the conference and picked up some schools. And I've actually taken a school from another guy who hates me now, who was
wouldn't
who
have
was
it any other
doing
way, Jay.
Add him to the list.
Yeah, he was doing anyway, it's been a lot in a short amount of time, and I'm happy with how we have managed to progress. So there is a very long-winded answer to your
Jay,
love that.
if he was as good as you, that would have never happened. Don't feel bad because you're better,
Right.
and that's why they're choosing you.
That's right.
Well,
I was watching one of your live streams. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I mean, not to sound pretentious, but you're right. I mean, we just offered a better, and maybe not.
Well, I know I am.
Maybe not me.
Please do.
Maybe not me being so much better, but just the production value. And we're also adding, all that Roku channel and Fire TV. That's that's an added value that other people are not doing. And we also are doing coaches shows. The coaches love it, man. They love to get on camera, and so we're doing coaches shows with all the various head coaches for these schools, and we're putting it on our platforms, but they're taking them and running with them and putting them on YouTube and their websites and all that. So it's just a matter of adding more elements, more chances for exposure. These JUCOs, man, these a lot of people look down their noses at JUCO sports and the athletes, and I tell you that's a mistake for people to do that. Oftentimes, you've got D1 level talent. The only reason they're at JUCOs is they're trying to fix grades. Something has prohibited them at least at their certain at that juncture from going to D1s. And I tell you, Walter State, for example, they are in Morristown, Tennessee. Their program, they have been to this NJCAA College Baseball World Series almost every stinking year. And they put guys at the D1 level, and they've got a number of fellas that have made the major leagues that have come out of that program. So again, they were the runner-up. They came in second this year in the World Series. But the point being that the athletes, the talent level at a lot of these schools, a lot of these programs is outstanding, and I've really enjoyed covering a lot of it. And frankly, but realistically, 95% of these athletes, they're not going to go any further. But there are those few, man, that do have the talent and the ability to go further. A lot of times with basketball, for example, I mean, I've seen some really talented kids that that shoot the lights out, but they're 5'9", or they're 5'10" or whatever, so that's their liability. It's just, they're a little smaller guys, but not everybody's going to be Spud Webb, so it's but again, it's been a nice experience to see a lot of these kids and to showcase them. We put their highlights on on social media, on X and Facebook, and oh God, they love that, So
Oh yeah.
it's again, it's a lot of fun and something I hopefully will continue to grow like it has the last couple of years.
So Jay, I don't know if you know this. I want to move on to a couple things here, but real quick, I want to add Miles and I actually used to put together highlights for underserved athletes out of a company out of Chicago. So when you say the kids love that, oh man, they go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over having a 3-minute highlight tape or, whatever, that kind of thing. And I learned how to edit from working with Miles. I mean, 10 years ago on stuff like this.
What's funny is he does that for a living now, and I completely forget how to anymore.
How to do it, yeah. And I learned from him. So I wanted to move on to a couple things and remind everyone that Sports Idiot Nation comes to you every Monday and Thursday. Be sure to follow us wherever you get your social media. Now, Jay, do you have, I just texted you. Can you check your phone? We're going to do this live, okay? I want you to drum roll and to give just read that in your full Jay Harper. You put however your spin on it, but this is our announcement. No one knows yet.
All right.
This is it. So Jay Harper, take it away.
All right. So I've been given the secret information here. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
You have thy duty.
Season 2 begins in August. New episodes will now be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So follow everywhere you get your social media, and we'll see you 3 times a week starting next month.
Woohoo!
Look
Man,
at that.
He crushed that.
T.I., where's the balloons, man? You hit it by accident all the time, and you can't even do it on purpose.
How do you get those to come up? Yeah.
There we go.
So there it is.
Hey,
so you heard the man. You heard the man, the myth, the legend, the voice of Sports Idiot Nation.
Yes.
That new episodes are every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting in August.
Wait a second. Jay, let's take it back. Could you do that voice in maybe like a Batman style? Could you do like a Batman style of that same thing?
Let's see it again. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Season 2 begins in August. New episodes will now be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So follow everywhere you get your social media. And we'll see you 3 times a week, starting next month. I'm Batman, damn it.
Not something high pitched like Porky the Pig.
Oh man, that's great. That was great,
dude. That is
awesome.
Yeah, he's so pissed off.
Yeah,
Adam,
that is so.
Adam, I'm going to give you 2 options, Adam. You can either move on quickly, or I'm going to give Jay 75 voices next. So you figure out what's going to happen. I would love to. I would love to see a Christopher Walken version. I mean, can we get a Christopher Walken? Can you do a Christopher Walken version of that for me?
So, but Jay, I have something. But I have something else.
Something else? What? There's other things?
There's other things?
Yeah, well, here is, again, Jay, I'm texting you.
Oh, no.
So new segment. Let's do it with this. This is a new segment that we are going to have on season 2. We're going to do it right now.
Do Jay first.
Real quick so I can show everyone.
Do Jay first.
But Jay, go ahead and say this, what I just texted you, and I'll show the guys. They don't even know what it is.
This is your question of the week.
All right, now like Christopher Walken.
All right. Yeah.
I don't know if I can do that, but we will try. This is your question of the week.
Foo Fighters.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's good.
It's
That's
pretty
good.
good.
That's good.
It's pretty
That's
good.
pretty.
It's pretty good.
We don't have Jay Moore. We don't have
pretty
Jay
good.
Moore. We have Jay
Yeah.
Harper.
I mean, when I was a kid,
That's pretty solid.
Frankenstein didn't scare me, but
So here is a new segment that we're going to do in season 2, but let's do it real quick right now. This goes to everyone. And the question of the week is, if you had a chance to beat up and beat the crap out of any celebrity in
Fight
which
Club.
you take their money, who would it be? Now, how we do this is the answers come later. The answers come later, so you can stew on it, and we will come back to it. Now, let's get back to what, topics of the week for sure has to be, I think with the NFL, we have always some goofiness. I want to talk through Kirk Cousins because the Netflix season 2 of Quarterback, I caught some of those episodes, and it's already been well documented that Kirk Cousins was completely thrown off when they got Michael Penix, my favorite Penix.
Penix, my Penix
yes.
Rising.
Phoenix Rising, yes.
I'm an IU guy. He's my Penix meow.
Right, that's fair.
Ask me about my 8th overall Penix.
We have those T-shirts available.
Yeah, available.
So
Sports
I want to find out
website for sure.
I want to find out: does a team like Atlanta, does Kirk Cousins? Like, there's talk of him actually not staying there. I think that's ridiculous. I think he'll end up staying there, and he's just not going to play. But, boy, can you imagine him in Minnesota?
How many more teams can he go to? How many is he trying to collect the whole set? Like, come on, man. Of course he's finishing in Atlanta. He's not Thanos, man. Let's just dial it back a notch. I like Kirk Cousins.
So who's more stupid?
I do.
Him or Atlanta?
Who's more stupid?
Who are we?
It ain't Kirk Cousins because bro is stacking up the dollars. He is got it ain't him. It ain't him. He can play dumb on camera all he wants, but he knows exactly what he's doing. Billy Volek was like the highest paid backup quarterback in the history of football.
Atlanta meow.
People are like, I can't believe Billy Volek left Tennessee to go to San Diego. It was like, would you rather be a backup quarterback in Nashville or San Diego? Come on, man. Like, it doesn't matter. You're a backup
either
quarterback.
way he's a backup.
So he was stacking money as a backup. So Kirk Cousins is out here like putting unprecedented money with contracts. Like, he signed, if I'm not mistaken, he has signed more like huge contracts than any quarterback in the history of the league. I think he's on his 4th big deal, which is unheard of. You get a lot of like 2 big deals and then some extensions. He signed like 4.
And he was drafted as a backup.
Yeah.
He was
same
remember
draft as
RG3's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and drafted after him to be the backup, and then RG3 is just on podcasts like us, and he's still playing football.
I will tell you why. This is why I like, in it, real quick in a nutshell, is why I like Kirk Cousins. The year that RG3, I don't know if it was a rookie or the second year. I think it was the second year that he got hurt in the first game. I happened to draft him in fantasy football that year, and I was like, oh, yeah, great. And that year I had the top waiver, and Kirk Cousins came in, and I was like, okay, well, he's going to be my savior. So ever since then, I've always had him on my team as a backup or a starter or a third quarterback. So Kirk Cousins has been like on almost every fantasy team I've ever had since then. So I got love for Captain Kirk, man. I got love for Captain Kirk. And the year I finally won that main championship, he was the key component in that because he filled in for me for about 7 weeks on my injured quarterback. And he killed it, dude. Killed it in Minnesota. It's like that in quarterback. Yeah. He said, yeah, it's like, well, it's like your ex-girlfriend. He's like, yeah, somebody else is throwing to Justin Jefferson now, I mean, it was like, all he had to do was just throw it up. He was like, here's a hoop shot, catch it, So, yeah. But yeah, I like Captain Kirk, man. But he seems to be like a genuine dude. His family seems cool. His wife seems down to earth. I like it.
That's why you almost feel bad. That's why what Atlanta did to him that he didn't know. That's why, as far as being a player, he's paid.
Sure.
But like, he wants to play. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, his ego had to have taken a hit from that, Mm-hmm. I think it would have been nice for the organization to kind of give him a heads up on that, to totally blindside the guy. I think that's just not cool. But again,
6:51.
But he's paid. He's paid. So it's like, whatever. Right? At the end of the day.
It's like $100 billion meow, and I'll move on.
Yeah.
Arthur Blank, though, he does have that Dick Tracy villain vibe, so he was probably just like, you got a problem with it, Captain Kirk? You sleep with the fishes, see? Yeah. Probably let Jay do that one. Yeah, see?
Yeah, right, see? Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you got a problem with that? Yeah. Cash your check and shut the hell up. Yeah.
It's Michael Pennick's team now, old man.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins like, who are you calling old, Arthur Blank? You're like 108, you know?
All right. What about not the rookie in Cleveland that you'd assume I would bring up, but the Browns pull a Browns move and draft someone who gets arrested in Fort Lauderdale over the weekend for domestic violence. Like, Cleveland cannot get out of their own way with Shador getting pulled over 19 times since our last episode. And then you got this guy,
he just got pulled over again.
Judkins.
Got pulled over again, Adam. Sorry.
Breaking news. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's doing 90 in
Shador
a
alert
school zone.
Yep.
He's trying to get out of Cleveland.
Yeah. That's how you do it.
So we don't know exactly. This guy probably, as we speak, as it is Monday, he's probably in court, like as we're speaking right now, and we'll find out later. But like,
is he about to join the show? Is he about to join the show, Adam?
Yeah, season 2, he might be on.
Live from court. We got a special guest live from court. Live from Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, the Diddy with Diddy.
I'm calling it out right now. I think this is a conspiracy. He's doing everything he can to, on purpose. Like Cleveland told him, take the news away from our quarterback room right now. Anything, do whatever it takes. And so he's like, I'll do whatever I know I can actually do. I'm going to get arrested. True or not, allegedly. Hey, at least we're talking about a running back from Cleveland who isn't Nick Chubb, and we're not talking about any of the 16 quarterbacks they got.
Well, my solution to this problem would be just to create more interesting things to do in Cleveland, and he wouldn't be in Fort Lauderdale. If he wasn't in Fort Lauderdale, maybe he wouldn't be committing to domestic abuse, and he could be playing putt-putt in Cleveland, or he'd be riding go-karts. There's got to be more things to do in Cleveland.
The Cleveland Guardians are a great roller derby team.
Yes, and they are. If you want to play some money on a game, you might want to play some money on the Cleveland Guardians because their players are in on it. Just all in a nutshell, just give more things to do in Cleveland. It is a really shit town. I went there once and wanted to leave immediately. So just give people more things to do. Give people more things to do in Cleveland. This wouldn't happen.
Tommy Boy Fest, Put-in Bay.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
I mean,
so
I don't want Jay, hold on. I don't want Jay to be guilty by association. But what are your thoughts on Cleveland? Because I mean, right now we just bashed it. We don't want you to. If you love Cleveland, we don't want you to be a victim of that. So.
No, loving Cleveland would be that would be a strong word. I've got a couple of good friends there. But that's about the extent of it. Once you do the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which has got all kinds of people in it that have no business being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but anyway, once you go through there, I mean, really,
the Beatles.
No, I'm indifferent.
I've only been there once. It was a while ago.
Right. I went to an Indians game and I purposely bought a shirt saying I'm just here for the beer. That was the only reason I was in Cleveland.
I went to a concert.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I went to a concert and I was like, my God, man, finish the show.
So I can get out of here. Yeah. The last time I was in Cleveland, my favorite football team was undefeated. And we went into Cleveland and it was raining. And
your field goal,
we lost.
Missed like 8. Didn't Moody miss like 8?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Lost.
Brock Purdy marched him down the field, ready to win.
You were in a bad Moody that night?
Yes, dude.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that was pre-sin. So, all right, Jay, I want to ask you, did you, and anyone else actually, did you guys see the new Superman movie yet?
No, I have not. But I will say I saw F1 in IMAX. And that kicks ass. I'm sorry.
I heard
whatever you may think of Brad Pitt, I mean, he did his own driving in this thing, and his co-star, I forget the fella's name. I mean, anyway, the two main characters in the film do their own driving. And that movie just absolutely is made for IMAX, man. So if you see it, you got to go see it in IMAX if you can.
Okay.
Yeah, Jay, I will say I was texting with Mr. Austin Huff at Cork Bats a couple weeks ago, and he had just gotten out of the film, and I asked him what his thoughts were, and he said absolutely the best movie I've seen this year. He said it was hands down just phenomenal. So I would imagine he probably saw it in the same format as you. So I would like to do that as well.
Yeah. Same. The one that gave it a run for its money for best movie in a while, I will say is Superman, because I will tell you, it's not like any other superhero movie. It is very comic booky, and it is very different. The way they do the origin story, it's not your classic, like, where they keep doing it over and over. How many Supermans are we going to have in the last 10 years? Henry Cavill was Superman, and then this, like, it's a little much, but they save it by James Gunn doing it and just having it be weird enough and quirky enough and entertaining enough. They add the dog. It's just, it really truly is good. I saw it opening night with my cousins, and we were pretty impressed. Everyone's saying the same thing, that it's really good. It's really different. It's really weird.
You lied to Adam and I. You told us you had a date with your cousins. You said you were going with actual girl. Liar. Can't believe
who's the other Adam he lied to?
I don't know. Maybe maybe the alternate
Adam, universe.
I'm glad
that Superman, the other Adam.
Adam, I'm glad that you went and saw it on the opening night, because I don't know about you all, but one of the things I remember as a kid is just going to a film, on the opening weekend, or even just, maybe that opening week, and just being a part of the crowd just clapping, the crowd cheering, laughing, like, gasping. Like when you go see a movie and there's like 8 people in the theater, it's just like, oh man, like outside of the big screen, I could just watch this at home.
It's not the same.
Yeah, so I'm glad you went and saw an opening weekend.
Right.
I'm hoping to do the same, catch it this week. I've always been pro Batman, and I've been never really too interested in Superman. And James Gunn, I think highly of, and so I really want to see it, because I think it's a Superman film for people like
you'll
me.
enjoy it.
Yeah, for people that's been like,
that's what I will say.
I was always like, he can do everything, and the only thing that can hurt him is a rock from a planet that nobody can get to. So, he's invincible,
which is dumb.
Yeah, so I was like,
and he looks he's not a different species. He's just a white human.
Yeah, and as a kid, I was like, I outside of Batman being filthy rich and living in a cave, I relate to this man. So, I just was always pro Batman.
The cave, yeah. The Cave of Wonders.
No,
all right. So,
but with that being said, Jay saw F1. You saw Superman. Has anybody seen the new Jurassic Park yet? Or can anybody speak on it? I see.
It's bad from what everyone says.
But I have seen it split right down the middle.
Scarlett Johansson
I've seen
is
literally
not terrible to look at.
Well, I've seen reviews right down the middle. I've seen it split. I've seen people be like, I'm tired on it. And I've seen other people be like, hey, there's a little bit more of a throwback to practical effects. There was a little bit more of a scary horror kind of vibe. And so I'm kind of like, I think it's going to be one of those choose your own adventures. If you're tired of Jurassic Park stories, you're probably not going to like it. If you're looking for a new story, you might enjoy it. That's my take.
That's me. I think I'll enjoy it. I love Jurassic Park. I was at the perfect age, and I believe it was 92 or 93. We need Miles's pop culture autism to come out. He probably knows the exact year that it came out.
Well, yeah, that was the Shawshank Redemption, Jurassic Park, and a couple other bangers at the time. Pulp Fiction, I think, was another. They were all in theaters at the exact same time.
Yeah, I think Pulp Fiction was 92, 93, but you're right. It came out in that window.
Now we're going to look it up. But they were all in the theater at the same time.
Adam will look it up and ignore us and just see if Woody Harrelson was in it or not.
Yeah. No, I was the age of that girl that says he left us. Like I was that age.
Yeah.
And so
And
that was intense for me. I loved it.
Adam, I got to interrupt. I was right again. It was 1993. Jurassic
Why would
Park.
I question autism?
Well,
Why
I know.
would I question autism?
Yeah. Autism
Let it
speaks.
speak.
I would
Let
not
it
question
speak,
autism.
baby.
Jay, it's wild. Miles knows the most useless information, and we just say, "All right, Miles, go!" Like he's on a leash, and we just take off the leash.
When that movie came out, I was 2 years old, so it wasn't like I was there remembering theaters.
God.
Well,
jeez.
Yeah.
Don't depress Jay. He's a guest.
Jay's I remember back when dinosaurs roamed the earth.
That is right. No, I've got a son. I have a son older than you, so that makes that.
How many kids do you have, Jay?
Man.
Do you have just one? Do you have just one kid?
No, I have a daughter and a son. Yeah, a son who is a doctor and a daughter who is a welder.
That is cool. I like it.
That's diverse.
Yep. Success.
That is cool. So if you ever break a
successful
bone,
father,
your son can do the prognosis, and your daughter can weld you back together. Love it. You've got your problem solved the rest of your life, Jay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
that's not how it works.
Yeah.
What?
Speaking of father,
I grew up watching Doogie Howser. Believe me, I know how it works. Okay.
Yeah. So speaking of father that does pretty well for himself, let's move to Tom Brady because he is crushing it, and literally maybe and figuratively. I mean, where are we at on the Tom-o-meter? It's Sofia Vergara now. It was Kate Hudson like 18 seconds ago.
Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah. What are we doing? What?
I'm Team Sophia better all the way, baby. And
they're doing Modern Family again. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
What?
And
they're doing a reboot, I think.
Unrelated, but we're excited.
Is it a reboot or is it like a certain members of the family are older and it's their stories? Like, is it like it's not new characters, right? It's the same. Okay.
No, it's the same, and they're just coming back for like a thing. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's rumor at this point. The Scrubs thing, I think, is more real. They really are coming back with Scrubs. That was pretty funny when it was out.
Just give me a Married
so
with
long
Children
ago.
reboot. All I want is a Married with Children reboot. Just give it to me.
Man,
I'll
more Ed O'Neill.
I'll take new actors. I'll even take new actors at this point. I don't even care.
Okay.
Yeah, give it to me. Come on, it was legendary. Like it was the first show that made people go, "Hey, we can tell a different story now." Everything doesn't have to be the cookie cutter family, like the Huxtables, the
Brady Bunch,
who's the boss, the growing pains. It was like, okay, now we can tell the realistic side because 70% of the families are like that. You're like, yeah, you get some families that are picture perfect, but most people are like the Bundys.
Gay.
So I
make
love
it a diverse lesbian couple.
We've talked about on the show. We've talked about how we used to not leave the television on Sunday nights for Fox because you had just that row of X-Files, A Living Color, Herman's Head, Married with Children, and then when all that was said and done, if you were into Star Trek, you had like 2 hours of Star Trek. So I mean, you had everything right on Sunday nights. So shout out Married with Children, OGs. It's my favorite mom and dad
OGs
on TV. Al Bundy and Stan's dad are my two favorite TV dads. Randy Marsh.
Stan, yeah.
Randy Marsh is just the best. He's like he's a quintessential TV dad. He's all TV dads. He's like all TV dads in one.
I mean, you can't say South Park without golf. It's a perfect. I don't know how we do this so well. Perfect segue to golf because we had a couple fights.
I don't know about that.
A couple fights in golf that we gotta get to. Ti, tell us about the previous. He played in Nashville, right? And we shared the video on Sports Idiot Nation's Facebook page.
Yeah, we have a couple different versions of that video floating around, but the enforcer. He was an enforcer. He played for Nashville, played for Florida, played for I think Tampa Bay as well. Mostly like a minor league guy, but still Nick Tonansky. Basically got behind some drunk dudes in the golf course, which we've all been there. I don't play a lot of golf. Usually if I am on the green, my group are those people, the drunk guys. But we would have been like, oh yeah, cool, totally, play through. We don't want to hold you up, right? But we also wouldn't be standing on the green staring at our ball and putting the tee down for what Nick clocked as 23 minutes. So I think the long story short, the two guys were just way too drunk. One guy exceptionally drunk. They were like, look, let us play through. The other guy started being a dick about it. And the last person you want to be a dick to is a former NHL hockey player.
Enforcer. Yeah.
Who likes to narrate his own punches. Which was fantastic.
That was
he was
wild.
like, he told him first, he foreshadowed. He was like, I'm going to throw you in that lake. He said that He said that a minute before it happened. He was like, I'm going to throw you in that lake. So let us play through or play your game, whatever you're doing. But this is not golf. The other guy's like, this is just golf. And he's like,
the guy's just recording him.
He called him,
his buddy's just like,
he called him Tubby. He was like, you're next, Tubby. He was like, said something like that. You're next, Tubbs. But anyway, long story short, yeah, he's like, warns him. Finally, the dude's just like, let's go. Throws down his shades and charges him. He charges the hockey player. Again, the hockey player is like, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm going to sit here and call you a piece of shit all day long, but I'm telling you, let us just play through so you can just take all day. There's 4 of us. We will be gone. They would be done. But instead, the guy was just being a dick. And he charged him, got thrown in the lake. And then, if I got thrown in the water, I would have probably just stopped. Kept coming at him. The other guy was like, you're a moron to keep coming at him. He grabs him by the throat and just starts going, bam, bam. And not just me, saying bam. He's narrating his own punches. He's hitting him in the face. And as he's hitting him, he's going, bam. Bam! It's onomatopoeia. It's like an old, it's like an old Batman. Oh my
old
god,
Batman.
Man, you gave me an idea for a video now, Miles.
Holy Toledo, Batman!
But he got punched in the face three times, and then he came back again. He was like, "Oh my god, come back!" You're at him again. Punched him 3 more times, threw him down, got up, and then he tossed him like it was just like you're a bouncer at a club. It was like the Carlton. It was like not Carlton. It was Jazz. It was Uncle Phil. He just took him and was like, yeah, and threw him, And now there's a sign on the course that says R.I.P. So rest in peace to that guy. Forever will be indebted in golf history. And I'm assuming this is someplace in Canada because everybody had a let's go accent.
Yeah, it was in Alberta.
He said,
it wasn't Canada nice.
Fucking cry about it. Fucking cry about it. Bro. He got punched. He got punched 9 times and got thrown in the water and then almost got thrown in the water again. But luckily, he picked him up at a higher area and just didn't reach the water. But if it was the Olympics and he was doing the shot put, would have been a pretty good one. Would have been a pretty good one.
Yeah.
So that was my favorite video of the year. That's my favorite video of the year so far. I'm sure we will see some more of the open first week of football. There'll be tons of fights and stuff, but that was my favorite video of the year. Happy Gilmore 2 just looks fantastic. Love that new trailer that we saw.
Coming out in a couple weeks. Yep. Gonna be good. So that was the real fight. And then there was the fake fight, I want to say, the wrestling, George Kittle is not only my tight end, he is the people's tight end, not Travis Kelce. We shared that yesterday on Sports Idiot Nation on Facebook, and someone already commented, oh, it's really Travis Kelce. And I had to comment, no, it's not. The people's tight end is not. It's definitely George. He is self-proclaimed. I will admit that he kind of self-proclaimed it, but no one, it's not deferred to anyone else, and no one said, George, you're not the people's tight end. They kind of said, yeah, actually, George Kittle is the people's tight end, even though he named himself that. So I just want to throw that out there.
100%.
Right.
And with Kelce, before, back when he was dating the black girls, it could have definitely been him. Nowadays, since he dating Taylor Swift, he looks, and there was a meme about it. He's like, he looks like the type that cries after he gets off.
Miles, his clout, Travis Kelce's clout was kind of like this, but now it's kind of like
the
this.
split bangs.
It's just kind of like this.
Right.
It used to be like kind of like that, but now it's just like
cultural
this.
appropriation.
It's very straight and flat.
I'm insulted as a white.
Yeah.
An exciting white.
Taylor Swift should do some squats is all I'm saying, okay? Look, that's all I'm saying.
Well, I am here to pronounce Adam Marino as the people's podcaster. So
He's good. He's good.
He's
good.
And we're going to record that and use that when I walk into a room.
That's right.
When I walk into a room, I'm just going to hit a button on my phone.
Well, apparently you can become
like
whatever you want just by proclaiming it. So there,
Yeah. Every time
he
gets
say
text,
I declared it.
Yeah.
You do have to be all pro. You do have to be all pro. I don't know if I'm all pro. George Kittle has caught a few touchdowns in his day. So, just that game against the Saints is enough to be the people's tight end. But he was golfing along with all these guys, right? Steph Curry. I was watching the Dan Patrick show. They were there hanging out.
All your favorite guys.
All my guys.
Kittle, Steph Curry, bunch of California players.
They were in was it Reno or Tahoe or one of those? They're all the same.
Yeah.
Reno
is next. Lake Tahoe's right next to Reno, so it's same but different.
Yeah,
but still same.
So of course they had to set up the fake, the Miz, and shout out to Wrestling Idiot Nation, TI, of course, right? But
shout out to speaking of wrestling, shout out to the man Jelly Roll, who has now been thrown into the mix, totally, literally as of Friday night SmackDown in Nashville, did not see that coming. I thought it would be some stuff that they would just throw over, and now they've worked him into big name status. They got him teaming up with Randy Orton, which is, if you're a wrestling fan, that's pretty awesome.
No, that's
I won't hijack this. I'll talk for about a minute, but the bit that they did was hilarious because they had Jake Paul. Was it Jake Paul? Yeah, Jake Paul. It's a wrestling now. Or is it Logan Paul? Logan Paul. Logan Paul's in wrestling. Jake Paul's boxing. Okay, so they had Logan Paul. Jelly Roll came out doing his song. And all of a sudden you hear all this destruction and hitting the cymbals and everything. And, he comes out and he's smashing all his equipment. He's like, wrestling is not for outsiders. It's not for people coming in. It's not for content creators. It's not for influencers, which is what he is, right?
Right,
yeah.
Of course.
And it was the best bit, And then if Randy Orton comes out and starts talking to him, and then next thing you know, he's getting jumped by the guy Randy Orton's fighting, and so Jelly Roll has to come fight in, and all that. Well, you think it's done. Well, then Saturday night, Jelly Roll's there, and Jelly Roll takes a boot to the face from Drew McIntyre. So now it's a straight up tag team for SummerSlam. I'm just man, as I said along the show, growing up in my 20s hanging out with dude. If you would have told me he was going to be featured at SummerSlam here in our mid 40s, I would have been laughing. So shout out to Jelly Roll, man. I'm proud of that dude, man.
I'd love to see Jay commentate that.
Yeah,
you'd have some fun.
Well, I've actually done that for a couple of TV commercials. Played that role as a wrestling announcer and as a boxing announcer.
I've seen the boxing one.
Oh,
yeah.
And you've done the Globetrotters too.
Okay.
You've done everything. Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah. I was a live announcer for the Globetrotters for a while, and boy, talk about a once in a lifetime experience. That was pretty cool. As as the only old white guy on the bus. It was
an exciting white.
They treated me like family. It was cool.
Will you come back for episode and tell us more about your time doing that and just your history and everything? Dive deeper in the lore of Jay Harper, because one hour does not tell the story.
Yeah, sure. My MCA Records days, working with all of, some great artists and stuff, and the Globetrotters. Yeah, I will admit, I've been fortunate to meet and work and be involved with a lot of really cool people.
Yeah, that'll make for an awesome episode. So please come back and share that story with us.
Yeah, for sure. As we move from the Miz to another.
Mayday! Cover your brains, boys and girls. Put on your tinfoil hats, because this is Idiot of the Week.
All right, you idiots and sinners. As one Miz goes down, the other Miz has been taken to the top by the MLB. That's right, Jacob Mizorowski, the rookie pitcher for the Milwaukee Brewers, who's pitched in just 5 ball games, is suddenly an all-star. Cubs pitcher goes down instead of backfilling with, one of the many Philadelphia Phillies, probably the best team in the NL right now. No, we're going to take the rookie who's, albeit thrown 89 pitches over 100 miles an hour. It's a show for sure, but did he really earn his way in to be an all-star? Can't blame the kid. If I was given an all-star appearance, Adam, if you, T.I., Jay, you take it for sure. But the fact that the MLB is forcing it by having a rookie that's pitched in, again, 5 games with a 4-1 record and a 2.89 ERA seems a little fixed here. But again, pulling out the conspiracies. Back in 2002, Milwaukee was involved in something controversial as well. The first tied All-Star game in the modern era. What came after that? Well, the MLB decided that the All-Star game would determine who had home field advantage. Things are coming full circle now. They are handing Milwaukee maybe an undeserved All-Star game. Idiot of the Week belongs to the MLB for forcing this one. What say you, gentlemen?
Yeah, crazy, man.
I don't disagree with Miles ever, so I agree.
5 games is only 5 more than us. It's only 5 more than us.
Yeah, I'm saying it is pretty ridiculous, of course, But I mean, it's like there's this dude. There's another kid for the Cubs that's slugging it out, man, doing great, and he was totally like.
Yeah,
blank from the All-Star, so it goes both ways,
Yeah, I again, like Miles said, I mean, you can't fault the kid. He's getting a lot of vitriol unfairly. But
it's not his fault.
Yeah, but I do agree. You got Sanchez for the Phillies that has been, outstanding on the mound this year. And I guess maybe I'm a little confused, which isn't all that rare, but nonetheless, didn't it used to be that the All-Star team manager selected pitchers to be on the team? So I mean, or is it Major League Baseball putting this guy in there?
Well, it's all different now. Clayton Kershaw got officially
and I didn't have a problem.
Legacy.
I didn't have a problem with that. Yeah,
I hate the Dodgers, and I technically didn't really have a problem with it. I get it, but it's all different now, honestly.
Yeah. But I would have thought that. Dave, Roberts picked a guy, but I guess that's not how it works anymore.
Rick Vaughn was snubbed, and still to this day, still think he was wrongfully snubbed from the All-Star game.
Right.
The best thing about Cleveland, right there. Yeah, we missed that earlier.
That was
That's right.
Just
Roger Dorn.
Just a bit.
Oh,
outside.
that's good. Yeah.
Excellent.
We'll have one goddamn hit. You can't say goddamn on the air. It doesn't matter. No one's listening anyway.
Yeah. I love when
favorite
these
sports
guys
movie.
suck.
My all-time favorite sports movie is Major League. Will never
that's pretty
be.
solid.
I hope to God a sports movie comes out that is better than it one day and takes the mantle, but I don't think it'll happen for me personally.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Jay would be the star.
So we're gonna get you out of here on this now, Jay. The answer is Peter Dinklage. That is who I would beat the living hell out of. 25 million is how much that half of a person is worth. So I'll take my chances. I think I could take him.
Yeah,
if he bull rushes me. I think I could kick him square in the head.
You could throw him in the lake.
You could Charles Barkley him.
Midget wrestling.
The mistake on the lake.
Yeah, Charles Barkley through the small person through the plate glass window. You could do it. I will tell you who I will take if I could go next.
All right,
because I just don't want someone to steal my choice, and then I'm on the
you've
spot.
been thinking about it since.
Yeah.
All right,
and it's very simple. one, Jeff Bezos. And why? Because I know I could just beat the shit out of that guy, and he has a lot of money. So
You could take him.
I think I could beat up Jeff Bezos.
He like owns continents.
Yeah.
He owns like continents.
I mean, does anybody on this call think I could not beat up Jeff Bezos? I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like,
that's
I don't know. His wife
That's
would
fair.
beat your ass, though. His wife looks very scary.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'd make a deal with her. I'd be like, all right, let's sign a check.
One-on-one. It's one-on-one.
It's either I'm kicking your husband's ass and we're agreeing on a settlement, or I'm throwing punches at you, and I'm not afraid to hit a woman if I'm going to be a multi-billionaire. Okay. I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to say that for the record.
Gajillionaire.
If the result of me hitting a woman is a multi-billionaire, I'm going to sleep over it. I'm not going to make a quick decision. I'm going to think about it a lot, hard, and probably going to make a bad decision. I'm just telling everybody out there it'll probably happen. Okay. So Jeff Bezos,
all right,
your time is coming, son.
Jay.
Well,
Jay, who do you got?
Well, for me, you know, and hey, I mean, does anybody, no matter what you think of Lauren Sanchez, does anybody think that guy would have gotten her if he weren't a billionaire? Come on. I mean, the dude looks like, you know, he should be in an oversized hockey jersey on some Make-A-Wish event or something, you know?
It looks like he should be married to his first wife. When you see those two together when they first got married, it looks legit.
Yeah. But anyway, all right. So to get to my answer to the question, it would have to be Justin Bieber. I would just
hey,
like
the new album's
I
fire.
would just like to break that little shithead in half, man. You know, I mean, just
butthole Justin Bieber.
What a turd, you know.
Chulu.
Anyway,
not a believer.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, Jay Harper, not a believer.
No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah,
that's like,
I love it.
That's like Adam Sandler, not a Jew. You know, what does it say?
Not a believer.
Yeah, what does it say in the Hanukkah song?
Hall of Famer Rod Carew.
Not a Jew. Yeah.
All right, Miles, take us home. Who are you beating the crap out of?
This will parallel TIs for one, the money, because it's all about the money. And remember, my father always taught me, it's okay, son, as long as you do it for the money. And two, because I know I can. He's really old. And also proximity. He's, you know, just a few miles away. Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones.
Yes, I would love to take
You could probably take him.
Yes, I would whoop his cowboy boot wearing ass. My boots may not be as expensive, but mine are in better shape than his, and that's saying something because I'm a fat mofo. That is obvious after being to Jerry World. Yeah, it's impressive. The Cowboys might suck, which is really the reason why I want to take him on. He destroyed America's team. The first sport, the first competition, the first event I remember is Super Bowl 30. The Cowboys were the thing. At the time, I liked the Steelers. That was a mistake. And then after the Cowboys beat, I was like, oh, man, that's the franchise. So did America think it too. Since then, since that fateful day in early 1996, it has been 30 years of hell. Not just for Dallas, but all of us, because we have to deal with Cowboys fans all over the globe. All thanks to Jerry Jones and what he has not really made, but really destroyed. Jerry Jones, bring it.
Coming for you.
Adam,
so
go ahead,
Miles,
Jay,
you would like this.
Follow it up.
Yeah, Miles, you would like this. I grew up in New Orleans. I was at Super Bowl 6. I was like 11 years old. It was Cowboys Dolphins. And we're talking Tom Landry, Roger Staubach, Jim Kick, Bob Greasy, Don Shula, and the halftime show was Carol Channing.
Wow.
But yeah,
she's no Justin Bieber, but
yeah, I know.
So,
1971. Okay. I was like 11 years old, man.
Or Janet Jackson, she didn't show the nipple.
That's awesome.
No
wardrobe malfunctions.
Yeah, but talk about a classic game, man. Cowboys won 24-3. Yeah. Tulane Stadium. It was before the Superdome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm old.
That's insane. That's
wow.
And then Jerry Jones, the man that fired Tom Landry, of course.
Oh, I know. That right there got him on my shit.
I was going to say, before we head out, WWE, if you're listening, I have a pitch for you. Miles and T.I. tag team versus Jerry Jones and Jeff Bezos. Come on, man.
Oh,
I mean, it's the undercard. It's the undercard. It's the undercard for Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. It's a slam dunk. Oh man, I'm for it. We got to start training, Miles. We'll start training.
No, we don't. No, by drinking beer. No, I'll do it.
Yeah, training. Yeah.
I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. I'll still kick their ass.
I've seen the way Jerry Jones draws pictures in meetings. We got that kid.
I saw him live. I was 2 rows away from him before Super Bowl 46 in Indy, and he's such a pompous ass.
All right, we got to get out of here. Remember, we did break some news, as some of us did break wind on the show. The new news is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we moved to 3 shows a week starting next month. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Be sure to check out Sports Idiot Nation wherever you get your social media. Be sure to hang out for the next 500 episodes, where you will find Jay Harper on 2 of those episodes in the next 500 at least. So
okay, that's fair.
We will hang out again with Jay. He's like, I'm on board, I suppose. I'm not doing nothing else other than the 97 things. Yeah. So again, Jay, thanks for hanging out. And
thanks, guys.
We will see you Thursday. Okay, all you sinners, follow Sports Idiot Nation on TikTok, X, and Instagram. Like us on Facebook, and remember, the most fun way to watch us is on YouTube every Monday and Thursday. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you can be updated when new content drops. Remember, the podcast can also be found on the usual suspects of Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Always remember, don't be an idiot.
Sinner.